What's going on YouTube? JT Userborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about Batgirls issue number 11. This one's written by Becky Clooney and Michael W. Conrad, and this one features characters from Gotham Academy, Maps Mizoguchi and her brother Kyle. Now, I really like Maps. She was probably the best character in Gotham Academy, so I'm always looking forward to seeing her, and you got the original Gotham Academy writers to write her. However, there's something a little off-putting about this issue, and a lot of it has to do with the art and just the way the story's kind of handled and such. So the Batgirls are there. They're trying to investigate clues as to what's been going on with the whole murders and stuff right there, and there's like this overly cutesy tone in that, which it doesn't really like mix so well. I mean, you got people getting murdered, and you got like this overly tee-hee-hee writing, as I like to call it. They go to the zoo to find some more clues. That's where Steph's there with Kyle, and Cass goes off with Maps, and it's really off-putting seeing this art here, because Maps is supposed to be a teenager. She is Damian Wayne's age. They're in the same grade together, and yet look at her. Look at this artwork. Why does she look like she's 4 years old? She's supposed to be like 14 or 15 at this point. Why does she look like she's 4 years old? She's supposed to be older. But then again, with this writing, the way the characters are done, like Steph and Cass feel like they're preteen girls, but Maps looks like she's 4 or 5 years old. And I'm sorry, this art does not work. It really kind of takes me out of the story, because this is a character who's supposed to be a lot older than the way she's drawn in this thing. And it doesn't feel right. So they come across Killer Moth and that for clues and such, and then they ultimately figure out that the Riddler is involved in some way, shape, or form. Why? And the Riddler thinks he's going to go toe-to-toe with Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown. Cassandra Cain could beat the living shit out of the Riddler with barely raising a finger. So how the hell is the Riddler supposed to take on these two with ease? It just doesn't add up to me. And then Babs is there, and the story itself and all that, like, it's cool to see Maps and all that. Like I said, she was like one of my favorite aspects of Gotham Academy. And I did like seeing her, what was it, that Batman backup storyline where the art was a lot more in tune with that series than this one. But, and like I said, you got the Gotham Academy writers on this thing, and it felt off. Like, I like seeing them work together and like form a little bit of a friendship here. But it just feels off being in universe with this thing. And then like the tones and that are kind of clashing all over the place. The art style, I'm not a fan of what the art was like in this particular issue, because why does she look like she's 4 or 5 years old? She's supposed to be a teenager. Like, what? Now she's drawn like she's Dora the freaking Explorer right now. And it just doesn't feel right, just kind of reading it in this art style. And it's just really off-putting and takes me out of the story. The story itself is all right, I suppose. Like, Steph and Kyle are, I guess, on kind of a date right now. I guess after her whole breakup with Tim, if you want to get into that thing, which all happened off panel, mind you, and still really like dumb the way that was handled. Oh, hey, you're following these two for a while. Oh, they just broke up off panel. And now Tim's with this other character he hasn't seen, nobody's seen in like 20 years or something. I don't know. Batgirls number 11. I am glad to see Maps in that back in this issue, but the story, there's something really off about the story. The artwork wasn't doing it for me, especially the fact that these characters are supposed to be a lot older than the way they're drawn in here. That art style it really took me out of reading this thing, because like I'm so used to Maps being drawn in a specific art style that seeing it like this and seeing a character who's supposed to be a teenager drawn like they're 4 years, looking like they're 4 years old, like I said, Dora the Explorer, it takes me kind of out of it, because this is supposed to take place in like the present continuity of the DC universe. If this were an Elseworld thing, I wouldn't have as many issues, but the story is supposed to be set in main continuity. It just feels off. The way the characters are written feels off. It just doesn't feel right. I'm like, is it fun? Maybe a few lines here and there, but it just doesn't, it just feels off. And that's really kind of unfortunate, because I really want to like a Batgirls book. I think the idea of it is great. You have Barbara Gordon there, Cassandra Cain, Stephanie Brown, and you have Babs there to kind of basically act as sort of a mentor there, but it feels off-putting. It feels off-putting. There's just too much tee-hee-hee writing, as I like to call it. And I don't know what is weird, because like the same creative team like works on Gotham Academy, and it works really well in there. But here it doesn't feel right. There's something that's off-putting about it, and it could be so much better than what it is. So yeah, Not too huge in this one. The art really took me out of it. It could be a lot better, and I usually don't get that way about art because, well, these are professional comic book artists. Even if the writing isn't really on point, the art is usually pretty good. But here, it's just I didn't like. I didn't like it, and that's kind of upsetting because even if the story sometimes isn't great, you can at least have some really good artwork to kind of sell you on it. But maybe it was kind of rushed or something. I don't know the reasoning behind it, but it just felt kind of off, and that's kind of the unfortunate thing about the issue. It just felt off. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the issue. If you have any thoughts on it, let me know in the comment section down below. I really wanted to like Batgirls. I really want to like this book, but it's just the story, it's not as good as it can be, and the characterizations of Steph, Cass, and Babs, it just feels off to me. I know I've said that multiple times, but there's something just not really clicking with me in the terms of the storyline, and that's just unfortunate because I really want to love this book, considering a lot of the creative teams I've liked on other things too, but this book, I don't know. I don't know at this point. So I maybe could forgive things if I was having a little bit more fun, but it's not even really all as fun as like Gotham Academy was. So who even knows at this point? But anyways, if you have thoughts on the issue, let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, all that other fun stuff. I'm going to say goodbye for right now. I got another video I'll try and get out this morning, and then I got some more stuff coming out. Hopefully later on today. I got an anthology book, Batman Incorporated, starring in Urban Legends. I think I have like 3 more videos to get through after, or 4 more, I don't know, at this point in terms of recording. So look forward to all that. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.